The build-up to the highly anticipated Mike Tyson vs. Jake Paul fight was always expected to deliver fireworks. But no one could have predicted that one of the wildest moments of fight week would come from a kid in the audience. At a press conference staged in New York City to promote the July 20th Netflix event, a young kid reporter stole the spotlight with an outrageous line of questioning that left both Tyson and Paul stunned, the host speechless, and the crowd roaring in disbelief. A confident entrance. The press conference had followed a predictable rhythm. Journalists asking about training camps, strategy, and the generational clash between a boxing legend and a social media star. Then, during an open mic segment, a boy of around 14 years old seized the microphone and introduced himself with the confidence of a seasoned entertainer. He immediately turned heads by shouting that both Tyson and Paul were legends before lacing his introduction with expletives that drew a mix of laughter, gasps, and awkward glances around the room. Far from intimidated by the bright lights, the boy launched into his first question. Who would train me better, Jake or you, Mike? Tyson was quick to respond, saying, "Definitely me," as the crowd cheered. Paul, not missing a beat, praised Tyson's experience but highlighted the advantages of modern training methods, trying to keep the exchange light-hearted. Up to this point, the moment felt like a cute, albeit edgy, break in the usual fight promotion routine. The question that froze the room. But then came the curveball. Emboldened by the reaction, the kid smirked into the microphone and asked, "So, who do you think's got bigger balls? And who's got the higher body count? What's your body count, Jake?" The atmosphere shifted instantly. Tyson blinked in disbelief, leaned forward, and demanded, "Where's this kid's mother?" His tone was half serious, half comedic, but it was clear the heavyweight legend was caught completely off guard. Jake Paul, usually quick with a comeback, dropped his head into his hands, clearly rattled by the unexpected turn. For a brief moment, the entire stage was silent, except for the rumbling laughter and chatter from the audience. Escalation and chaos. Instead of backing down, the kid doubled down. He began tossing out street slang shouts and hype man phrases, pacing the floor with the microphone in hand. He shouted things like "We outside," and "Boom," before ending his impromptu performance with a loud, "I love you guys, motherf********. The crowd erupted with laughter, while security and organizers scrambled to regain control of the event. Tyson, both amused and bewildered, kept repeating his earlier question. "Seriously, where is this kid's mother?" Paul, meanwhile, shook his head, muttering under his breath but never offering a direct answer to the outrageous query. Two fighters who had been carefully controlling their narratives heading into a massive global event. This unscripted moment completely stole the spotlight. Viral aftermath. Clips of the exchange immediately went viral online, spreading across social media platforms within hours. Fans replayed Tyson's reaction, Paul's embarrassed silence, and the kid's brazen delivery. Many debated whether the boy was genuinely unsupervised, part of a publicity stunt, or simply an attention-hungry influencer who managed to sneak into the spotlight. Regardless of intent, the moment became one of the most talked-about highlights of the press tour. It overshadowed much of the serious discussion about training regimens, fighting styles, and even the historic nature of the Netflix-streamed bout. Instead, the headline of the day was that a teenager had asked one of the most inappropriate and uncomfortable questions in boxing press conference history. Tyson and Paul's composure tested. For Tyson, the exchange highlighted his mix of intimidation and humor. His instinctive reaction was to call out parental supervision, yet his smirk showed he knew the viral potential of the moment. Paul, on the other hand, revealed a more vulnerable side. Known for his brash persona and quick wit, he seemed momentarily disarmed in a way few opponents have ever managed. The contrast between the two men's reactions only amplified the spectacle. The battle-hardened former heavyweight king trying to inject parental authority, and the younger social media fighter momentarily out of his depth in the face of an unpredictable teenager. A press conference to remember. Boxing presses are no stranger to chaos. Trash talk, shoving matches, and staged theatrics are all part of the sport's promotional machine. But what happened that day was something entirely different. It wasn't scripted, it wasn't staged, and it left even the most seasoned media figures in the room stunned. The kid reporter turned what should have been a standard promotional event into a viral sensation that will live on in fight promotion lore. Whether seen as a hilarious disruption, an uncomfortable misstep, or a stroke of viral genius, one thing is certain. The Tyson Paul press conference will forever be remembered as the one where a teenager asked about body counts, and left two of the most polarizing figures in boxing history at a complete loss for words.